Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Crafty Saturday. I'm Michelle, and I am so excited to be here with you today. I probably say that every week, but it's the truth. I love crafting with you. So I'm going to sit here for a minute and chat and let people log on. I'm really thrilled to share with you that last week I earned my third incentive trip, and I'm going to Hawaii, to Maui in July. I am more than excited. Every single year, it's like, wow. I think I was like doing the hula there when I found out. So it was pretty exciting. And thank you so much for being part of that and for supporting me and my efforts in building my own business. And without you, I just couldn't do it. And so I am eternally grateful for all of you for watching today and for placing orders and for sharing this and other projects that I do. Good morning, and it's good to see you today. So as a special thank you, if you got my email yesterday, or if you saw on Facebook, I am, for every $40 purchase between now and the end of the year, as a special thank you to you, I am sending you a quarter of a pack of the Magnolia Lane Designer Series paper, plus 2 yards of that absolutely gorgeous powder pink striped organza ribbon. And as a special thank you, you have to be watching to see this and know I'm offering free shipping for this weekend. So there's a host code. I will post it above when I edit this, but all orders will have free shipping on me this weekend. All right. So on this Crafty Saturday, we are making the snowman season. We're going to make 3 cards, and I'm going to do a beginner card, what would we call it? An Avid card, right? And so like in the middle, we're going to do one too. And I know there's a term that Stampin' Up! Uses, and it's early on Saturday, y'all. I can't remember. So, snowman season, we're going to do 3 cards. Are you ready? I'm thrilled. And if you hear any rustling in the back, my dogs are like crazy active this morning. And so just bear with me. It's always fun here. Normally, I would tell you that all of my measurements are going to be on my blog later today. However, my blog is getting a facelift, so the measurements will probably not be up today, but they will be up hopefully on Monday. All right, so here is a Whisper White thick card base, and then I have a piece of Coastal Cabana, which measures 3 by 4, and then I also have a piece of the Let It Snow Snowman Season Designer Series paper that also measures 3 by 4. And then I have a Real Red Starburst punch and a 2-inch Whisper White circle punch. This is going to be our simple stamping, okay? And so I have my Coastal Cabana, and I'm going to stamp Let It Snow, making sure there wasn't any red left on there. Good morning, Sarah Mitchell. Good morning, Robin. Oh, it's good to see everybody this morning. So I'm just going to stamp this. And then in that stamp set, there's these little bitty snowflakes. And so we're going to take that. Now this is a variation on a card that we made last week at my, sorry about that, that's Storm. She's just letting everybody know that there's a dog outside. Anyways, at my Stampin' Bee Team Holiday retreat. It was a one-day mini retreat, and we made 16 cards in one day. Well, this barking might be going on for a while, everybody. Sorry about that. Because now she's got Charles going. All right. So we're just going to do this. So this card is pretty cool. And like I said, it's for a beginner or a new stamper, because you might only have one ink pad and you might not have all of the tools. So this is a card that you could make if you're brand new and you don't have a lot of tools. Now I'm going to offset these two, so I'm going to place them the way I like them, and then I'm going to lift up a corner and with a little snail just tack it down. Okay. Now this is going to go right on my card base. So those of you who don't know Storm, she's a little 7-pound Shih Tzu, and she thinks she's super, super ferocious, which is absolutely hilarious. All right, and because new stampers probably only have one type of adhesive, we're just going to put some snail down. Cover up that corner. And there you have just a very simple but sweet card. But let's step it up, all right? I'm going to put that one over here. Let's step it up just a little bit. Are you ready? So I'm going to use the same basic pattern. So I have a Whisper White card front again, or a card base, excuse me. And I have my 2-inch circle punch and my starburst punch. But this time we're going to add some layers. So I have a piece of Coastal Cabana and I have a piece of Whisper White that I've run through with the Winter Knit embossing folder. Okay, so I've already done this for us. And because this is embossed and it's pretty heavy, I'm putting a lot of adhesive on the back because I don't want it to lift up. And again, the measurements for all of this will be on my blog on Monday. Okay? Watch. I'm super excited about all of my new exciting blog and Facebook. Oh, you're going to love it. I'm just in love myself. Hi, Helen. Good to see you. Yes, this is the casual stamper. Thank you, Ann Olson. Oh my goodness. What would I do without my tribe of ladies who help me remember what it is I'm supposed to remember? Okay, so already we've built up 2 layers. Now, I'm going to do the same thing, but now because I have some layers, I have to be a little more careful about the placement of this. So I'm going to put down my Coastal Cabana first. I love these colors too. Just this beautiful, beautiful aqua in the Coastal Cabana and the red. So pretty. Okay, and remember I'm going to offset this. So just make sure when you're doing it where you want it to go, and it's not a big offset, okay? All right, now using the same stamps and ink, I'm going to stamp Let It Snow again. And I know it looks purple, it's because I was stamping with red earlier, and so it's just a little purpley. Okay? And if you remember, to get a crisp image, I want you to say some magic words that work every single time. Michelle is great, Michelle is great, Michelle is great. Every single time. Just like that. Okay? Now let's adhere our circles. And we could just leave it like that, but we're not going to. There is the coolest ribbon embellishment in that. And you know what? All right, Anne, here's your challenge. What's this one called? All right. But it feels like, you know, yarn, like you would knit with it. So it's really nice. And I'm going to cut just a piece off. Oh, I hope you didn't hear my stomach growl. Wow. If you did, I apologize. I should eat something before I go. All right. This is going to go right on here. Like this. Okay. So now we have some dimensionals. And I want you to put quite a few on here, because not only does it have to stick to our card, but we're also going to use the dimensionals to hold down that ribbon. Y'all talk amongst yourselves while I pull all these off. Oops, missed one. Okay. And just like that. Okay, I'm going to give this a little trim. But wait, there's more. Have you seen there's an embellishment kit that comes with this Let It Snow, and it comes in, look at this. Thank you, Anne. This is the Real Red 1/8 inch curly ribbon. Only I would call it yarn. Okay, I like it. It's so soft. If you had a sweater made out of that, I mean, you'd have to have a lot of spools. But if you had a sweater made out of that, can you imagine how soft? I mean, oh, wow. Truly beautiful. All right, so Helen, take a look at this beautiful box. All right, and inside, this is an embellishment kit to use with that snowman builder punch. And there's some really pretty sparkly, can you see the sparkles? Washi tape. And then, look at these are adorable. This is for, these are enamel shapes for building snowmen. And then there's some of these felt shapes. Remember the Follow Your Art suite that I presented at Onstage last year? So these are the same type embellishments as the Follow Your Art suite, and they come in all of these colors, plus there's a Coastal Cabana one, but that would be giving away what I'm doing later. But also, one of the coolest things in there is you get a pack of these little tiny miniature snowballs. Can you see them? They're very fun. And if you had that snow globe set, those would be adorable in there. All right, but today I'm going to very carefully pour some of these out because they go everywhere. Okay, so if you're going to use these, I want you to make sure that your craft area is clean before you use them, okay? And I'm going to take a little of my liquid glue, and I'm going to get a piece of scrap, because what I want to do is put this so that there's no air bubbles, okay? And I'm going to put a little drop on all of these little snowballs, okay? Then with the putty end of your take your pick tool, that's a lot of putty. Something happened to, oh, be careful. See, I told you they roll all around. You're going to carefully put those right where you want them. Take a little one. Isn't this fun? They're too cute. I have a bigger one over here. Okay. Now, you just want to make sure, you probably don't want to, put that in an envelope right away. You want to let those dry. It won't take long. You know that Tombow liquid glue dries very quickly. Whoops. And they're like hopping out all over my desk. Okay, so please make sure that you leave those in that little baggie. Otherwise, you're going to find snowballs all over the place. I'm going to stick that back in there because I will lose them. Okay, so here's our first card. And here's our second. And thanks so much for helping Helen. I appreciate, yes, that embellishment kit is in the holiday catalog. Okay, are you ready for our third one? Because just when you thought it couldn't get any better, we did simple stamping, we did casual stamping, but now let's step it up. This is for our Avid crafter. And our Avid crafter is someone who, like me, and like some of you, just have to have it all, okay? And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I saw the funniest thing on Facebook this morning. It was a cartoon, and it was a husband telling a wife, "You spend too much money on stamps." And she said, "Just be glad it's not diamonds." So see, it's all a matter of perspective. Yes, you need to add that with your snowman punch. Absolutely, Helen. I think you're going to love it. Okay, again, Whisper White card base. I'm going to put that aside, and we're going to build up some layers. This time, there's 3. So I'm going to start with a real red, and I'm going to put my Coastal Cabana on there. Make sure I get that straight. Okay, now, I didn't emboss this. I want to show you something. This is the Winter Knit embossing folder. And I have my Big Shot. This blue plate is amazing. This is going to take all the worries out of which plate, which anything. And it's to use with all of Stampin' Up's new embossing folders. This Winter Knit embossing folder has the cable knits running up and down. But if I were to put this in here like this, it gives a weird pattern. So what I want to do is, you know, the words, I label mine now, but the words are the top. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to put this in horizontally. And this line on the bottom, right here, is how you're going to line this up so that you know that you have it in there straight. So take your piece of paper, line it up horizontally. You can flip it and make sure it's on that bottom. You do not need, I have just a regular Big Shot platform. You don't need another cutting plate. Put this on here, and then the only plate that you need now is this blue plate just for embossing. No more shims, no more worrying about why it's not working. I tell you, I bought this and it truly changed the way I've been embossing this fall. Okay, so here we have a little cable knit sweater. I lost my layers. This is gonna go right on here. And again, because it's embossed, I'm using quite a bit of adhesive so that all of that gets stuck down on that paper. All right. That curly ribbon. I'm going to take this. Oh, there it is. I have a brand new spool of glue dots this morning. mostly because I couldn't find my other one. Okay. Sorry, I had to concentrate for some reason. Okay. I'm getting all flustered. Everything's all over the place. Sure and tack this down well. I know that's a lot, but it's okay. Okay. Now, let's see what I have over here. I have a piece of Coastal Cabana. I have this same designer series paper. This time, I have more layers, right? I have more layers everywhere. I have a real red 2 1/4 inch circle punch, a Coastal Cabana starburst punch, and my Whisper White. I told you, this is getting really exciting over here. Okay, I made myself a little note to remind myself, because I'm crafting with you this morning, to clean my stamp so that I'm not getting some weird color. Okay. Because now we're going to stamp in real red. That's the wrong thing. Let it snow. Close that up. And then Coastal Cabana again with our snowflakes. And you know how we used those snowballs? Watch this. This is the Snowfall Accents Puff Paint. This is cool. Okay? Again, with your scratch paper, you're going to start it on its side and just give a little squeeze. So if there's an air bubble or two, there, it doesn't come out on your project. And we're going to give a dollop on each of those circle snowflakes. And if you set it up right, just make sure that you lay it on its side again so you don't have any air bubbles. Now, I was really disappointed the very first time. This, Helen, is a Stamp and Pierce mat, and I use it with the photopolymer stamps, the ones that are absolutely clear like I'm using today, because there's no cushion here, okay? And so you're going to get a cleaner, sharper image when you're using photopolymer if you stamp on this Stamp and Pierce mat. This is really nice thick foam, okay? So the first time I used this, I didn't like the way it dried. I couldn't figure out what was wrong. And then someone goes, well, did you heat set the puff paint? Oh, I didn't know we had to do that. So watch. It's amazing. Get your heat tool hot before you put it on, okay? And I'm going to use my take your pick tool and hold this so it doesn't blow across my table. Oh, the thing that I cleaned my stamp on. Oh. That's a Stamp and Scrub, and that's in the annual catalog, and I love it. I use my chamois, but today my chamois is missing. So I interchange. I kind of like my Stampin' Scrub a little bit better when I'm standing here at my desk. Do you see this starting to puff? Oh my gosh, it's like Jiffy Pop popcorn. It is the neatest stuff. And just hold it, and it's like magic. Okay. Oh my gosh. So much fun. I think I could puff paint everything. Kind of like in the 80s. All right. Do you see? It's so fun, and the texture of it is very cool, and it's not going to get too compressed. Okay, so now I'm going to put this right on here. Whoops. Kind of warped my paper a little bit. Come back here. Let's play. Ready? Slide this in here. Now, I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of my Coastal Cabana Starburst. Put that on my real red circle. And then I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of this. We're going to put this right here. And then remember, in that embellishment kit, I told you it came with Coastal Cabana embellishments. I have a little Coastal Cabana mitten, and I'm going to set it right on one of these glue dots. I think I got one. Let's try that again. There it is. Huh, now it's on my finger. Come on. Okay. Let's try a different way. Put that right on your card and take your little mitten. And there you go. 3 cards, all with the same basic theme. We have a simple stamping with just one ink color and some paper. We have a casual card that has some fun embellishments and a little bit of embossing with the, I think it's called the cable knit embossing folder, wherever I put it. And then this one is stepped up just a little bit more for everyone but you need a heat tool and you need something to emboss, and that adorable embellishment kit. So it doesn't matter your level of crafting. What matters is that you send it to somebody and not hold on to it. People want to receive cards. I love to receive cards. And the most important thing is that you share your joy and your passion with others. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, the measurements will be on my blog on Monday. And I hope you have a very crafty Saturday. Bye-bye.